All right, so I have begun. I am officially doing my 30-day challenge where I am thinking positively about my goal and actually following the advice that Napoleon Hill has given, which is to write it down and to repeat it to myself morning and night with feeling and get it inside of myself. I will say that there's a big part of me that doubts whether or not Napoleon Hill is correct in this. But at the end of the day, there have been a number of people who have said it, including Earl Nightingale, who I view as even less scammy than Napoleon Hill, and I don't view Napoleon Hill as very scammy. And they all agree that really getting that burning desire inside of yourself and continuing to feel that is a great thing. And I have started, I've probably had a day and a half, I've had it pretty well nailed down what my goal is, which is to have $300,000 of income coming in with 10 hours or less of work within 3 years. Now, I know that's audacious, and to some people that sounds absolutely impossible. And to myself, honestly, I believe that it can happen because I have read so many stories and learned so many things about people who make way more than that I actually think that that's modest. However, I don't have a plan for that, and that is what my 30-day challenge is kind of going for, is the plan. So I'm waiting for the plan to come. But as I have started doing that, I really have started to feel more confidence, and I've just been feeling better in general about my goals and about the possibilities for the future. Another thing that I want to bring up, and I just stumbled across this today and I absolutely love it, and so I'm going to try and put a clip in, but I'm also going to post a link to this video. There's a guy whose name is Miles Beckler. He and his wife have been able to figure out and learn how to be successful online, and now he's doing a bunch of free information basically on his website and YouTube channel about how they've become successful. And he has this really cool model, and I'm just going to link to it because it'll be easier to see.
All right, so what is it? What are we talking about here? So traditionally, people think about success and failure like this. They think that they're in the middle, right? And then success is on one side and failure is on the other side, right? And so the thought is that all I need to do is do successful things and keep moving towards success and do the right thing, and I'll achieve success. And at all costs, don't do things that are failure, right? So don't do failure things and only do success things. And this puts us in a loop where we're just looking for, okay, what's the right thing to do? What's the right niche? What's the right choice? What's the right tool? And we're always looking for the most successful thing. But this is the false belief, right? This is not reality. That's not how it actually works. And that's what's holding us back, is because we're falsely thinking that all we need to do are these successful things and we'll get there. So what's the truth? All right, let me start this over real quick. And the truth of the matter is that we're all over here on one side, and then failure is here, and then we have success. All right, so this is the real way that it's laid out for us. And the truth of the matter is that we have to go through failure in order to get to success. Success is actually on the other side of failure. See, when I was getting going and first trying to make my first businesses, get them off the ground, I was convinced that I needed to find the right things to do at all times. Well, guess what? I couldn't find the perfect right things. And anytime I tried something and it didn't work, I stopped completely and I went back into kind of the thinking and the researching phase. It wasn't until I really reframed where success is in my life compared to where failure is in my life that I understood, forward progress. Just keep making forward progress. Keep taking actions. I don't care if it works. In fact, I'm happy if it doesn't work, right? The more often I can get these little failures and try these things that don't work, the closer I'm getting to success.
What that means to me is the whole time I've been working, I have been trying so hard to make the right choices, to make the right moves, to not mess up and to do a good job. And it turns out that what you need to do is just go, move forward, do the best, the best idea that you have at the time, but the best idea that you have at the time is probably not the right idea. It's probably not a working idea. It's not just gonna magically all come together, but you just go and you fail. And I love also Ray Dalio. He talks about it, so I'm gonna put a link to that, or I'm gonna put a little clip in where he says, you run forward as fast as you can and then you fall on your face. And then you get up and you run forward as fast as you can and you fall on your face. And you keep on going.
Embrace reality and deal with it. The path you take in life is your most important decision. In my case, I wanted my life to be great, and I feared boredom and mediocrity more than I feared failure. Since I didn't start out with money, and I didn't need much more than a bed to sleep in and food to eat, I could skew my decisions to pursue my adventures. So ever since I was a kid, I ran after the things I wanted, crashed, got up and ran again, and crashed again, and each time I crashed, I learned something, got better, and crashed less. By doing that over and over again, I learned to love this process, even the crashing part of it. Through it, I encountered reality, and I learned how to deal with it.
Now, he did it when he was a little kid, and he was able to work things out. But even then, he got to the point when he was older where he had a fully fledged investment company and bet everything on the wrong thing and ended up losing everything, all of his employees and all of this stuff. And he still came back from it and is multi-billionaire and all this stuff. My point is that my motion needs to be forward, whether or not that is the right motion to take. And I have seen this. I'm starting to slowly learn this, that the more that I push, even if I don't end up sticking with the thing that I continuing in that direction, that turns out to be a direction that's not that great for me, I learn a lot from it. And that's a great thing that goes along with my whole you can't make any mistakes idea either. It's not my idea, but I very much adopt that idea. I agree with it, that you can't make mistakes. You can only learn. And if there were anything similar to making a mistake, it would just be not learning from the times that you don't get what you want from your actions. So that is it for now. Have a fantastic day. And by the way, I did do my little energizing, like rah-rah, moving around, getting excited thing before this video, and it did help. So I would reiterate that. Give that a shot. All right, see ya.